Hi, I'm Zara Larsson, and I'm here at the Zach Sang Show. It was really fun. We talked a lot about my music, of course, talked about life in general, a bit about love, my charts, and everything else that you love to hear. So enjoy.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Positive thoughts, right?
Positive thinking. 2019, am I right?
Oh my God, yes. Positive vibes only. I smudged the room, don't you worry.
Yeah.
I prepared. I was burning Palo Santo wood yesterday.
What is smudge?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm so confused now.
Yeah,
I'm
we're like,
"Ha."
yeah, of course. Smudging, duh.
by the way, Dan's here, I'm here, and Zara Larson's here.
Yes.
Yay.
Education on smudging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smudging.
It is incense, and you light them, and
Got you.
you coat
It's
the
like
room. Gets rid of negative energy.
it's like sage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but
I'm on it.
the act of it is called a smudge.
Smudge. Okay.
Okay.
Never heard it.
I learned Palo Santo wood from Ollie Alexander of Years and Years
Right.
because he had an album out, Palo Santo.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
it was named after the wood. The wood does the same thing.
Got you.
But smudge doesn't sound like a clean word.
No,
That's
it
what's
sounds
throwing
like
me
you're
off.
making it dirty. You're
Yeah.
like smudging it down. You want to. I've heard cleansing, which is,
Okay.
but you don't want to. Okay. Yeah.
You-
It makes sense.
I don't know. You cleanse technically, but I get what you're saying. You don't want to cleanse too much because if you cleanse too much, then what do you got left?
No, but you talked about being positive. Do you want to
Yes.
clear? But you don't want to clear. Maybe clear the room with positive energy, so you're smudging.
Refresh it, renew it.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk music. By the way, I'm distracted by your beautiful earrings.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're really nice.
Oh, they're so
I
cool.
wish
Are
I
they
made them
cherries?
myself. Yeah, they're cherries. They're like little beads.
They're so
I
cute.
don't really like cherries though,
What?
but they look nice,
Got
don't
it.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They are nice.
Thank you.
When
Thank you
you-
so much.
I use that emoji for so many different things.
Oh yeah.
Actual cherries,
What else?
cherries,
Got you.
cherries.
Okay.
Where do you get those? Like, do you?
Opening ceremony. I know
Ah.
you guys have that here in
Yeah.
Yeah.
in LA. It's like my favorite store, and I'm in there so much. They're like my only friends in LA. I'm like
The one on La Cienega.
Hi. Yeah. Like it's you, Yan. Yeah.
I spend I have spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Can I, but I can't go back in there. Can I tell you why?
Please do.
Okay. I bought a shirt. It's actually right there.
Oh no way.
The heart shirt.
Okay.
And I was doing a photo shoot for the first time really ever. I
Gotcha.
bought the shirt. 3 other shirts too
Yeah.
while I was there. Very, very expensive.
Okay. Ballin'.
But I bought it with the intention of returning them.
Got you.
So I go to the lady at the front with the shirts.
Yeah.
I hand them back. I return them, please. She goes, can I see the receipt? She looks at it. She goes, just give me 2 minutes. And
Okay.
she takes her phone out and she walks into the other room.
Yeah.
2-3 minutes goes by. She comes back into the room and she goes, I'm sorry, sir, but we can't take shirts back that have been worn. And I'm like,
How do you know?
I can't. I didn't wear it. I just tried it on. She
Yeah.
goes, your Instagram? And turns around the phone and there's a picture of me on Instagram
Stop it.
wearing that shirt.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She knew.
It has to happen often.
Well, all these kids
That's
in LA,
insane.
they just buy clothes to wear it in a picture, then they try to return it.
You know what? Yeah, I had someone I know tell me that yesterday. Like he bought this insanely expensive down jacket from Louis Vuitton that was like $4,000.
Wow.
And he was like, well, I have 30 days to return it. So I've already worn it like 9 times. It's in a lot of pictures, but as soon as it's a little bit smelly, he's like, gotta come off, you
Moves
gotta keep
on.
it fresh because I'm gonna return it.
What about a leasing company for clothes?
Yeah, I mean, but that's why I'm a bit confused because I feel like opening ceremony and a lot of stores, maybe you have to go through press person though. But I would feel that you could, I don't know.
I mean, I think in their mind, if it's on Instagram, then the world's already
You've
seen
been like
it.
wearing it.
Yes, and it's like tarnished
It's
because
not only for a picture.
they
You've been
sell-
like, oh yeah.
how many cherry earrings do you think they really sell? They probably only have like maybe 10 of those at
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
It's a
I
rare
have no
piece.
idea. Yeah.
Well,
I guess. But these ones you can't return.
No,
Yeah.
those are
like it's been in my ear.
they're iconic.
Thank you.
You want to make those. Fashion is a big part of who you are and what
Oh,
you
you
are.
think? Thanks.
Is there like pressure when picking out an outfit, or does it just kind of
Definitely
come
not.
natural?
I would say. I feel a lot of my followers, they clown me so hard for a lot of the things I wear. They're like, ha, why did you put that on? Like, and I'm like, it's fun. It looks good. But I like a lot of like patterns and just stuff that are a bit fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are
So-
fun right now.
You're rocking zebra.
Jazzy.
Yeah, zebra pants.
You know, zebra for the Z.
Thanks.
Zara zebra. Aha.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my first email.
Zara the zebra?
It was zebra __ Adidas because all the cool kids was wearing Adidas in school.
Of course they were.
That was my username at hotmail.com. Like, okay.
Wow. You probably had cool away messages.
But I didn't have like an Adidas jacket.
But
But I really wanted one. But they were like expensive.
Did you ever get tempted to buy a fake one?
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know what? Let me think about it. I did eventually get one. I don't know if it, cause you know, me and my family been traveling to, Turkey. I might have bought it in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like,
What if they like sue me now? Like Adidas, someone from Adidas sees this, like, will never work with her.
they come after you?
Yeah. Right?
15 years ago, you wore a bootleg Adidas jacket.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Ruin My Life. That is a single right now. Great record.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm
You-
really, really excited to have it out.
Are you, when you think of the record, because I was looking at the credits, this is a record that you didn't write,
Yeah.
but what was your first thought when you listened to it? How'd you process it? How'd you break it down?
I thought it was so catchy and a really fun song. So yeah, I got it sent to me by great people. I've worked with them, like Monsters and Strangers, for example. I worked with them so many times before, and it was thought of being a duet. So I was originally with a male artist, but I felt like because my excuse me, because my biggest song in America so far has been "Never Forget You," and that was with MNEK. I was kind of like, I want this to be my song, you know, especially if it's a single, and especially since, I mean, now it's close to 2 years ago that I released my album, you know, so I just want it to be all about me.
And deserving.
Thank you. So, yeah, and then how it was written, when I looked at the lyrics, and I don't know, just thought it just didn't fit as a solo song with the lyrics, because the whole dynamic of the song changed.
Got it.
Because it's about a bad relationship, basically, a destructive and a pretty toxic one, and it was this dialogue like going back and forth with the guy, but because he weren't there now, and also felt very violent, like ruin my life. I wanted it to be more emotionally, like ruin my emotions, basically. Like, I know you're gonna break my heart, but I'm fine with that. But it was stuff like, I miss you, like throwing a fist through the wall, or I miss you screaming.
wow.
You know, it was very like violent, and I just wanted it not to be that. More of, yeah, an
Yeah.
emotional experience. And also because Ruin My Life is already about a destructive relationship, you know?
It's
so you
in the
don't have to
title.
take it that far. And also, I don't want to sing about that, because it is a very fine line between talking about your experiences or like promoting, I don't want to say promote bad relationships, but romanticizing it in a way.
I understand that.
And yeah, but I do feel like I changed a bit in the verses and stuff.
Who do you tell? Like,
So-
who do you go to with that feedback and those notes?
Oh, just the writers, and they were completely understanding. They were like, "No, we totally get it." And obviously, we were talking about it because, yeah, I wanted it to be my song. So they were like, "Yeah, no, totally," and we just changed it. And I mean, it's very few writers, not a lot. They'll be like, "Don't change it." You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, if I want to sing it, I want it to be something I can stand for.
It
and
becomes yours.
yeah, and it's like, it's not the songwriters who are singing the songs on stage. They will never be associated by the general public with that song, but they're all so talented and super understanding and really cool.
But also,
about it.
for you to perform it, right? You want to feel personally connected to it, but like you
course.
can relate to it, like it's your story.
Yeah.
You've been there, and you.
Yeah, because it is something I definitely can relate to or see myself in. For me, that was, when I heard it, it was like my last relationship. That was pretty so that was it for me. That's how it relates to me. So I felt like I can still tell that story, and still I hope the people who are following me and know who I am, who knows what I stand for, in my opinion, still know that it's that, and that I don't promote toxic relationships.
I get.
Because I want to be able to sing about my experiences.
Do you channel the emotions you felt throughout the last toxic relationship you were in when recording that record, and even when you perform it?
Yeah, I mean, a bit. I haven't performed it that much live yet, but that's definitely what I think about. I think even if you didn't write a song, you always want to feel connected to it somehow. And I think it's just in general quite relatable for a lot of people. I think we've all been there at one point where you're like, you just really want someone who's maybe not even that into you, or that is really bad for you, but you still want that person,
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I get it.
You get it. Yeah, totally.
I still want the person. It's bad for me, and really, they don't want me.
Exactly.
They totally moved on.
Yeah, no, it is hard. It's heartbreaking. But it's just easy to write about. And my boyfriend's always like, why can't you do a happy song? Like, you're happy.
Look, Don't You Worry About Me is that's not really a happy record either.
No, that's a bit more maybe You're in My Life Part 2, in the sense of it's very emotionally different. It's like, I'm over you. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. Stop calling me. Stop. Just get out of my life. Kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you in my life anymore. So from being obsessed with this person to just not caring, it's also something that I really felt in my life. At just one point, it was like, I'm so over you. It was
hits
really
you.
like that. It's strange.
But sometimes you don't even know why in that moment it hit you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole realization of like, okay, like I'm done with you. You're gross to me
done.
now.
Yeah.
I find you disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that. I've just shut people off.
Yeah, and it's a very nice feeling from being heartbroken or that moment where you're like, oh, I actually don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really just do whatever you want.
It's freedom.
Yeah, it's a relief, but you feel empowered in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's a bit sassier, but maybe not a happy song, but definitely a more empowered one.
Any
Yeah.
happy songs on this new album that's coming?
Yeah, no, for sure. And probably majority will be about love, but I will absolutely throw in a happy song there. Yeah.
Happy love or sad love?
Huh?
Happy love or sad love?
Happy love
Okay.
and sad love, and maybe. A lot of the songs I do is mostly about like, I see this guy and I want you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of like sexual tensions in my song. Like, I would like is basically about that. You know what I mean?
Dude,
it's a lot of like,
Holding Out for You? Are you kidding?
yeah,
It's all about sexual tension.
exactly, yeah.
Who pitches you on the lyric of, "'Cause I'm tired of the walk of shame for feeling horny"?
Well, yeah, I didn't write that song myself either, but I really like that line because it's very out there. It's very like outspoken. I think not everyone would say it.
No, but people should think that and
Yeah.
believe it. Why are you discrediting or...
Exactly.
Yeah, what's so wrong about it?
What's so wrong about it? I'm tired of it. So, yeah, that's really fun. I feel so bad because I really want to post about the song that I released, but I can't because my phone is broken. I broke it when I was on vacation.
You dropped it in the ocean.
Dropped it in the ocean. I broke my iPad the same day. I'm not logged in to my MacBook on my iCloud.
Oh.
So
You have no
I bought a new
passwords.
phone, but I also destroyed the SIM card to my phone. So I can't log into my iCloud because it needs like a 2-step verification. But I'm not logging in on the MacBook. I can't log in because I need to log in from the iPhone. Do you know what I mean?
It's a mess, yeah.
I know. So I've been like without a phone now for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but maybe that's a sign
but
for your
here's the
2019,
promotion.
right? Do you get what I'm saying?
It was really nice to be without a phone on vacation, though.
Freeing.
And freeing. I had no choice. But yeah, that song is out. I love that song with Fedez, Holding Out for You. It was really cool. It was fun when he asked me.
He's a cool looking dude.
Yeah.
I had never.
It's very nice. It's so sweet.
I never heard of
Very
him
talented.
until the two of you worked together.
Yeah.
Is it cool for you to be a global musician? Because you really are. I mean, obviously, you come from Sweden, and Europe is where you dominated first.
Right.
But to release a single in Italy,
Yeah.
he's an Italian rapper. It's
Yeah.
cool, Dan.
Who raps
half and
in
half.
Italian.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, really. I like it a lot, but that is definitely a more narrow market.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you would do for, oh, let's do this song so we could have a global success, you know? It might be. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely for Italy. But I always thought it was fun to do that and to just also jump on songs that you like and that you feel is cool. For me, that is obviously a good thing for me as well, to build my audience in Italy. And everybody knows about Fedez in Italy, but not everybody knows about me. So it's like it definitely is, you get so much back.
There is something about you that works in all these different communities and territories. You know?
Yeah, I hope so.
There
Yeah.
is. He wouldn't be asking you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, you know, to just see so many different places being
it's
connected
fun.
by your music.
For sure. But, you know, I really want to conquer America.
Have you found it harder to conquer America than other
Yes.
countries? Why is that?
Yeah, because it's so big. I really do believe it's the size of it, first of all. And then, I mean, how many radio stations do you guys have?
Oh,
A bajillion.
Dude, just us are on 85 across North America.
You know what I mean? That's insane. And in Sweden, we have, you know, if I do a press day, Sweden, like the whole country, I will probably go to 3 radio stations and like 3 newspapers. And that's it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's like,
That's like Texas, but
Yeah.
but smaller than
but like
Texas.
way smaller. Yeah. Way smaller.
Way smaller. It's like
Yeah.
New Jersey or like Delaware.
So it's that, and then I don't know. There's probably a whole bunch of reason. There's a lot more competition here, obviously, like because it's more people, and it's always been like the capital and kind of mecca, especially LA, of the entertainment industry.
Culture.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
definitely.
It starts here, but you know, you guys have dictated a lot of culture and the way you make music and the sound you bring to music.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, there's been some incredible records that
sure.
have come out of your country and some of the most insane producers.
Yeah, absolutely. And then DJs and people are just really musically talented.
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, for being such a small country too.
It's really,
Yeah.
there's something in the water.
Yeah, might be.
What, is there something about Americans that you don't understand?
The presidential election, but
You know, you got to really understand the Electoral College.
right, yeah, no, but no, seriously, I don't know. What could it be? What do you have in mind?
I don't know. I actually got that question from Twitter, and somebody was wondering. I think there's a couple.
It's a good question.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think what you said is probably the most
Go-to.
reasonable
Yeah.
answer is the presidential election. But in order to really understand that is like, yeah, you need to understand, you know, where we were at back then and why people made those decisions.
Yeah.
But also it's understanding our democratic process and the Electoral College and the fact that that really ultimately ended up superseding and overpowering any sort of a popular vote.
Yeah,
Do you
I know,
understand
which is
what
crazy.
he's saying?
No, I do, but
Okay, because I really don't.
But it is an old. It's definitely an old way of like, why do you need that now? You know what I'm saying? It's not like one person who has to ride on its horse to one state to collect the votes and then ride back. It's not like that, you know? So
severely archaic and really out of date. And
yeah, it really is.
And also really sad.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. But
it's not long though till we're past it, I hope.
we got so many other things going on.
Oh yeah, it's
Slow
true.
and Steady wins this race. It's really intense.
Yeah.
You're very outspoken on a host of different issues.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there is a responsibility for music and culture to match the reality of the people you're there to entertain?
I mean, I do feel like it did, like the sound and all that changes and everything changes. It might be a reflection of what's going on and like culture-wise, not only music, but with the people around and politics and all that. But as artists, just they're like a private person artist. Usually have a lot of followers, and I don't know. I do think that it's just who I am. I like to express myself and express my opinions, and I don't think that you have to if you're an artist, but why not? You know, you have so much influence, and I would just use it for what you believe in, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I could see why some people aren't doing it. You know, they might be afraid of, if I say this, I might lose this fan base, or if I say that, you know, I might lose that, and who they are as a person. But some music are just, you know, really ignorant. Like a lot of rap, like it doesn't really, it's just turn up music and you have fun to it. Or like EDM is not very political.
No, it serves
You
a
know what
purpose.
I mean?
It serves
Like-
a purpose.
Yeah.
But you're just being who you are.
Yeah, I
And
would say so.
Do you think people listen to your records because they want to know you and understand you and hear what you have to say and, you know, relate?
I think it's both ways. It's sometimes it's opposite. Like people would love to hear my songs. They love my singing, but they don't listen to it because they don't like me as a person. You know what I mean? Or the opposite, someone really likes me as a person, not necessarily listens to my music because they don't like pop.
I get
Or
it.
like, you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying because online you share who you are, right? So
Yeah.
people get to know you and like you for different reasons that could be beyond your music. But
Yeah.
then there's people who like your music for
Yeah.
could be turn up purposes.
Right?
You've
Yeah.
had a couple of those
Who knows?
records.
Yeah.
Dude, you've had like Never Forget You, So Good, Lush
Yeah.
Life, Ain't My Fault. That is one chapter of your music.
Yep.
This next chapter, the third album, my throat is killing me.
Yeah. Me too. I know what's going on.
Third album,
Okay.
what's the biggest difference?
It is a very good question. I struggle with it. But I would just say, as I'm writing it, it's really hard to, how can I put this? It's really hard to, like, it's so hard to have goals in life. Like, oh, I will, when I get to here, I will be, my brain is like, but I would say that, I don't know, it's like it's just an ongoing process in a way of I'm just kind of growing up. And I think, as I said, with the sound of the music changes with the culture and all that, it just kind of naturally does that. So I don't really have a clear picture of like, this is what it's going to be.
I get it.
You know, it's more of a journey, I guess.
Yeah.
And now I'm 21.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. You'll see me out every night just because I'm 21. Just so I can show my ID.
Just
But
go
I'm
to
20.
random bars on a Monday night.
Literally, I'm like, hi.
Look at this.
Yeah. But I'm grown now. You know, I'm grown. And I'm not a teenager anymore. And I'm very happy with my private life. And I think I'm just growing as a person. And the sound will definitely be pop, but maybe a bit darker in some way, but still not depressing. Like I said, I still want love songs, but the sound of it, Yeah, and also I'm very indecisive.
But the music is reflective of you.
Yeah.
So as you evolve and as you grow.
Yeah, but also I feel like I've never really had one specific sound. And maybe that's because I've worked with a lot of different artists and featured on a lot of songs or had features on my songs. But yeah, in general, I think it will be about just life.
Yeah.
How is the album coming along?
I feel like sometimes, I'm like, I'm done. I have all the songs. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, we have nothing. It's literally like that. That's how I feel, where I'm like, everything is and then I'm into it again. And then I really don't know. But I feel like, in all honesty, definitely over 60%, I would say.
Okay.
Not that everything is mixed and ready, but of the songs I really like, I would say around there.
Charlie,
that's how I feel now. Tomorrow I might feel like
you have nothing.
something completely different. Yeah.
We have 10%.
Right.
Is Charlie Puth on this album again?
I haven't worked with him since the last album.
Got it.
But I would love him to be on it.
Just add him. You're at 60%. You got 40 left.
Right? No, I really would. We should definitely link up in the studio. He's a musical genius.
It's sick.
He really is sick. And such a nice guy. I really like his vibe and hanging out with him.
You did 2 songs with MNEK. Mm-hmm. Are those going to make it to the album?
Oh, I did a bunch of songs with MNEK. I think last time I saw him was in London. Maybe so. I mean, nothing is set in stone, and I don't want to, say yes, and then it ends up not being on it. But I love him. I love what he's doing. I think he's so special. I really do think he's like one of the best producers, and it's just a question of time before people really see that.
Do you think he gets the credit that he deserves right now?
No. Yeah, he deserves so much more, in my opinion, because he's really like, I don't know how his brain works, but it's just different. And he does all of it by himself. Like, he's also a musical genius, for sure. He's just, it's just different. In the studio, how he works, like, it could take him literally like 5 minutes to put together Never Forget You.
Wow.
Like, he's just, I don't know how he does it. He's insane. But, yeah, I would love to work with him on the album. But we'll see. It's just so many fun different ones that I've been working with. But it is quite nice to, I think we maybe talked about this last time, but when you have your own, not my own team, but the people you go back to and you know that you like to work with, like Mouses and Strangers.
You're comfortable.
For
they know you.
Yeah, for sure.
You can open up.
Definitely.
You can have honest dialogue without any fear of judgment.
Yeah. And so it's not that like, hi,
shake my hand now and good to see you.
But it is weird when you're in sessions, because sometimes you're in it with strangers, people you met for the first time, like this morning. So, and you sit and you're like, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we had a fight last night. And it's like we just met. But
I don't know you.
It's but it is very revealing. Career.
Has there been moments where you don't actually share when there's strangers in the room, or do you feel an obligation to share because they came there to get a job done?
No. Definitely been times where, I mean, usually, I can't lie. Usually when I go in to a session, it's not, I suck at coming up with ideas, like what to say. I love doing melodies, and I actually really like doing lyrics, but to get to that point where you can write lyrics, like, what are we gonna sing about? I'm like,
you need a general topic first.
Yeah. If usually, if people want to do it that way, like I'm never the person who's like, I want to write about this. You know what I mean?
Got it.
But sometimes you just sing a little melody and it sounds like words, and then it becomes that. But I'm usually not the one who comes up with an idea. When someone does, though, I might think of like, oh, but that actually makes sense to me because I experienced something that was kind of like this, but like this. Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I
I'm never like, this is my list of topics that we can sing about. You know.
I get that.
Yeah.
Do you take notes on anything? Like, what do you?
I should. It's pretty smart, I would guess.
I
When
just
you think about stuff.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
have. Even if I
Yeah.
don't look back at it ever, I feel more comfortable knowing that I have
I used
it.
to do that a bit more before, I think. A long time ago, before I lost my phone in the ocean. Oh, 2 whole weeks.
You're a changed person now. You know what life is like without the phone again.
Yeah. No, but I used to do that a lot more. And sometimes you could just see the notes and you're like, what is this? It doesn't make any sense. And you're like, well, I guess it was good at one point. But
There's a part of me that still feels like it could be something one day, maybe.
yeah.
And when
who
that time
knows?
comes, I got the note.
Right.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you like talking about your boyfriend? Because I know everybody likes to ask you about him.
Oh, I know.
Every interview, somebody brings him up.
I know. And I feel like people have heard the story. That's just what I feel. But
Twitter?
maybe they haven't. Yeah, the Twitter story and how we met on Twitter. Like, people find that so funny.
It is funny.
Do you really think?
Yeah, it is funny.
It's not just, I don't know. It's not that, I don't think it's that unusual, though.
No.
For people to meet on Twitter, definitely not Instagram.
It's now.
Or
It's the now, baby. That's
Yeah.
how we do it, Dan.
Yeah, but this is what you tweeted a picture of him,
That's
right?
true. I didn't. I
people
didn't
don't-
like go through.
Oh,
him.
wow.
I went through my timeline to find him.
And
kinda.
most people would say that's a little weird or creepy,
Wait,
right?
so, okay.
but I think
But
it's
can I
funny.
say one thing? It wasn't like I saved the pictures to my phone and then uploaded them. I retweeted
Okay.
and then I quote. Yeah.
That
You know what I
makes
mean? It
it
wasn't
so
like
much
my
better.
original tweet. But yeah, no, I like to. I mean, I love him. I love to talk about him. But I guess, and it's nice to be here with you guys, and I can definitely talk about it with you guys. But because we're here for a minute, you know, we sit and we have a nice chat. We talk about music, but sometimes it's like, you know, I don't want to go into a radio show when we have 7 minutes to talk, and
Or like 4.
you know, and 5 of them are about the Twitter thing. It's like, can we talk about my music?
I'm so sorry that you have to do those things.
No, don't worry about it. But it is different when you're on a show like this, for sure.
Does he like when you talk about him, or is he
Yeah,
like
I don't think
Zara?
he minds it,
Okay.
as long as I'm like not saying any weird or mean stuff, which I have no reason to do. Yeah,
Unless he's mean or weird.
yeah. I mean, no, he's very nice. I'm super happy.
The two of you are beautiful together.
Thank you. He's gorgeous.
It's like, is that what stood out to you? Like, did you just see a photo of him?
Yeah, I'm superficial. So,
Honesty is the best policy.
yeah, I know. But I did, like, you know, seeing him in the picture, I was like, damn, he's a hottie. And and then I saw him in real life, and we just didn't vibe
Whoa.
first time.
Really?
So, no, it was like, you know, and if you're cute, but we don't have chemistry,
Not
it's like,
worth
what's
it.
the point? So, yeah, that was that. And then that was that. And then we saw each other a year and a half later because we were in Paris at the same time. He was doing Fashion Week and I was just doing promo. And I was going to meet another guy, but he didn't answer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was already like makeup and hair and all that. He was too slow. Then I saw Brian was there and I was like, whatever, he's better than nothing. So, no, I'm kidding. But then we had dinner and it was just really different. So that was 1.5 years in between. Yeah.
What do you think changed? Was it him? Was it you?
It was maybe both, but I don't know. Maybe he became a bit more confident in himself, been traveling a bit more. I mean, I'm very extrovert. I'm super chatty. He's from a very small town in England outside of Birmingham. He's from, hasn't been to like parties. I think growing up, all that is really important for your social life.
You're
And
right.
also, he's younger than I am. So 1.5 years for like a teenage boy, I think that does a lot.
Dude, you mature. You
Yeah.
grow. You evolve.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Look at you, cougar. Dude.
Did you ever?
Yeah, so he just turned 15 actually. It's really, no.
I was like, whoa.
Your face.
I'm like, okay.
That was funny.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine? Like, yeah.
We were just having a discussion of dating age limits because it's even I'm 25 and there's 19, 20-year-old people who slide into my DMs and I actively stay away.
All right.
Because I'm like, I just don't know. But like,
Yeah.
But
Well, that's not that bad.
4 years younger?
Yeah.
5? I mean,
Yeah. I don't think so.
I just think it's the maturity of the person. Like if
For
you can,
sure.
if you can relate to
Yeah.
that person, then
Yeah.
why does 5, 10 years matter?
you're right.
Yeah. 5, 10, I don't think it's different. And the older you get, the less it matters.
That's
but it will always be, if you're 30 years apart, that's from a different generation. And usually it's the men being older, and maybe because just the dynamic of a relationship is like he's probably got more money, probably further in his career, probably, so it's
Yes.
like you always have to be aware of that. No, 4 years? Nah.
That's you're right. No, you're right. It's not different generations.
But that's my opinion.
we
Yeah.
both grew up with cell phones.
Yeah.
That's what I need to know.
Right.
That matters. Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day, you two?
No, I haven't planned anything. I don't know.
Maybe he should. I don't know.
Maybe he should do it. I don't even think. I hope we're gonna be together. I mean,
Where is he right now?
he's actually here,
Huh.
but I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay here till February the 14th. But I'll see where I am in the world.
Well, I hope the
Hope,
two of you.
hope he'll
Have,
be with me.
I hope the two of you have a nice one.
Thank you.
You guys don't
too.
live here?
No, I just come here a lot.
Okay.
He's here working too, so that was nice. And sorry, I just had like a burp in my throat. Okay. And he sorry, what were you saying?
I said you guys don't live here?
Yeah, no, I still haven't. I just bought an apartment in Stockholm.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm officially grown.
You're an
I just need
adult.
to take my license. That's it.
You can't drive?
No.
Do you even want to?
Yeah, I do want the freedom of just being able to drive.
Have you driven
know.
a car?
I've driven. I used to have a moped car. It was really cool.
Okay.
Okay, it looked like a little car. It looked like a mini. You know those mini ones?
Yeah.
And it just had a really small engine, so it could never work here in LA because everything is highways. But in Stockholm, you don't go on the highway unless you want to go outside of Stockholm. So it was great. I was like on the road in the traffic. I crashed it 3 times though.
Well done.
So maybe not. Maybe no license for me.
Yeah.
I get like too comfortable. I feel too confident. So I'm like,
That's
you know,
every driver in this city.
yeah,
They're crazy. Don't do that. Yeah.
no.
That's
So I'll stay in the back of an Uber.
safer
Yeah.
for everybody.
True.
But if you ever want to learn, I have no problem teaching you. You
Great.
can take my Mini Cooper.
Perfect.
I have one. It's a little bit bigger, and it looks like poop. It's a color.
Well, I want to ask
got
you about
thoughts?
this. I want to ask you about this tweet from December 26th where you
God.
said, "People sleeping on me are in for a rude awakening," and I say this with the most humble way.
Yeah, I really hope so. I don't know.
Who's sleeping on you?
I mean, not like literally physically.
Who's ignoring your presence?
Who's doubting you?
I just think in general, like, give me the number 1, guys.
You asked so nicely.
You know what I mean? No, but I don't know. I just have really, really, really high ambitions, and I really am living my dream. But I'm also like a person who wants to do it 100% or 0. Like, I don't want to be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's fun to chart, but like I want to be on the top.
Wait.
And I say this and I really do say this in the most humble way. Like I'm not. Yeah, I just really want that
I get
for
it.
myself.
No, I
Yeah,
understand that.
Yeah.
By the way, it sounded like
I thought you said shart, and
And-
like a. Then I
Instead of
realized you
chart.
said chart. I thought you said shart.
Sorry, it's my chart.
But if you think about it, you were like, you don't want you either want to do it 100% or not, and you don't want to shart. So
like-
it kind of is all
Yeah,
connected.
it's like you don't want to poop or fart. You don't want to.
You know. You either want to poop or you want to
Yeah,
fart.
you don't want to
You
be in the middle.
That's so funny. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Because it makes sense.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, did you just really compare your success to a shart?
No.
No, but you know, like, my biggest dream is to, like, sell out arenas. And I just want to be able to do that. And I think that's, I don't know, just being able to do what I love on a big scale and have people enjoy it.
Keep going, because you really are on
Yeah.
the route. You've had some
Yeah.
incredible records, and
That's
you're going to
true.
keep, dude, Symphony, massive,
Thank you.
Lush
it's a
Life.
great song.
Come
Yeah.
on. Ain't My Fault, Never Forget You. Get out of here.
Yeah. No, we're on the way. We're on the way. Just got to work really hard.
You're only 21. I remember
Yeah.
the first time you came in here years ago, we were talking about life after you had won the Swedish
Yeah.
version of America's Got Talent. You took years off because you
Yeah.
realized how young you were and how much
Yeah.
time you had left.
Yeah.
Stay focused, keep going. That's it.
That's it.
And manifest it. Not
Yeah.
sharding, but charting.
Are you touring this year?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah. We don't have.
Nothing's out there, so
I mean, I do say that with confidence. No, I'm for sure touring. Somewhere I'm doing a tour. Hopefully my own first ever headlining American, like North American tour. Because I've been touring, but not with my own show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even care if it's like a 5 people capacity venue. As long
I
as
think
I
you can.
just,
I think you can sell a little more than that.
but you know, like as long as I can have just my own show. It's the Zara Larsson on the ticket. That would be really cool. Yeah, so I really hope I get to do that.
Well, would that be before, or
Better done.
after?
Probably after the album.
After the
Yeah,
album.
yeah, for sure.
is there
That
a
makes sense.
goal date for the album?
Not a date, but we're looking at spring.
Cool.
And it's a little nerve-wracking because it's such a different approach to my other album, like So Good, because, you know, that was just a whole bunch of singles. This is how people do these days, usually. So a whole bunch of singles you release, you know, you get a lot of streams, and then you put them on, you kind of collect them, and you add a few more songs. You're like, here's my album, you know, like I did, like people do. But this time, and then you already know, then you kind of already know what it's going to look like how much it's going to sell in the way of streaming, because you already have the numbers, right? But when I'm going to release this album, it'll be different because I get to see it grow.
Yeah.
Like I won't release that many singles before it. So that's however it goes, I'll be really excited to just have another body of work out, because that's when you can go on tour and all that, I think. But yeah, you know, it's different because you don't get to see like, oh, I did this many streams.
You know, it's a traditional release.
It is, and it changed so fast now. Like I'm guilty of it too. You know, I put Lush Life on it that was 2 years old, but it still felt like a part of that era.
You were closing a
Yeah.
chapter of
Yeah.
phenomenal singles.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah. So this time we're just gonna work the singles of the album. It looks like.
But the big singles forced you to make an album, or to even put them on an album, right?
Yeah.
The
No,
single-
that's what I'm saying. So it is, you know, you release songs, and if you want to be cheeky, you know how people do these days, you can just,
EPs,
huh?
EPs, or like.
I mean, yeah, and that too, but I don't know, you just kind of collect the songs that you release, but this one is, I really see how people will react to it, because the majority is completely unheard. Yeah.
Are you a little bit more nervous?
Yeah, for sure, because, you know, it's a lot more content that people will listen to and hopefully like, and I hope they'll take their time to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Because with singles and with streaming, you have all the different songs, and maybe they're on different playlists that you follow, or you just hear a song on the radio. But to actually go in and listen to an artist's album when you've heard like one song from it,
Yeah.
if you don't have a lot of them out, it's like, that's actually something you need. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't do that on a lot of people, but I hope that it will reach a few. Yeah.
It will. Zara Larsson, come back when it's album time, my friend.
Yay.
I do have to ask one more question.
Yeah, you go.
Did you think you were going to get attacked on Twitter for saying Niall was your least favorite One Direction
Yeah.
member? You did.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, he's not. I just said that because he's probably my favorite. So
I was
it's
gonna
so
say,
untrue.
He is,
He's like so sweet.
in my opinion, standout member of One Direction. might possibly take a bullet for Niall. I don't know.
Yeah, I really, really like him. I don't dislike him. One of my best friends is in love with him. So that was also the reason why I took him, because it's like he's the opposite of that. But I think people understood.
Mm-hmm.
that it was a joke. I hope so. I mean, some people do get really offended if you trash or say even the slightest little criticism about their favorite artist. Like they get so defensive. But no hard feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing that on Twitter. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
she is getting attacked for this.
I don't want to have to fight somebody for not liking Niall. That's all I'm going to
No.
say.
But also, I did. It was a game. I didn't win. I don't know I don't know what the point of the game was, but I just like to win. So I wanted to get like the highest point, and then you had to answer all these questions basically.
Oh.
If you skipped one, you wouldn't get a point for that question.
So who really is your least favorite member?
Oh my gosh. You're going to ask that?
That's funny. I don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
I
neither.
really don't. Just so they really are different from each other.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
They all got their own thing going on.
for sure.
You know, you can't compare Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I was just joking. Oh, one more. Are there any big name collaborations on the album, or is it going to be mostly you?
We'll see. Just as the same thing with the producers and all that. I don't want to say too much because what if anything changes? But I do when I write songs now, if it's not another artist in the room that I want to collaborate with, I write them for myself without anyone else in mind.
Okay.
And then if like someone jumps on it, or if I have like, oh, I would love to have this artist on it, then I'll ask. But yeah, it's mostly me right now, and then we'll see who I put on and who I decide to actually like what song I've been working with who artist. That sentence did not make sense.
But you
But you know, we'll see. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
but you get to make the call.
Yeah, for sure. If they want to be on it, if they're down for it, the other people.
Have you made any asks yet?
No, not like that. So that's the reason I really want to decide on what songs I'm going to put on the album, or I really like to work with other artists in the studio, of course. That's when
Yeah.
it's the most genuine. I would love to get in the studio with Khalid.
Oh.
I would love that. Yeah,
That would
that would
be
be really
cool.
cool to be in the room with him.
Because when you're in a room with somebody like that, one, you can feed off their energy, but you also get the opportunity to learn.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Learn
absolutely.
Learn anything from M&EK?
No, I'm too stupid for that. I'm just, I'm really, and I should bring my laptop and I'll be like, teach me Logic, the music program. But you do learn a lot, and everybody works very differently. So you get a lot of different perspectives of how you can do songs. Yeah.
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh.
Zara Larsson.
Yeah.
Enjoyed hanging out.
Yeah, it was so fun.
You're
Thank you
great.
for having me. I love
Always-
coming here.
Always the biggest pleasure. You are great energy always.
Yay.
Come
Thank
back
you.
and hang.
Yeah, anytime.
Zara Larsson.
Yay.
I really hope you enjoyed that conversation. If you did, please subscribe and also check out our podcast. There's a link in the description, and also comment and like and do things. Other interviews are on the screen somewhere, so click them. Thanks for watching.